Hello lovely, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a get ready with me, but I kind of want to do it from start to finish with no cuts. I don't know how that'll go. It may be that I end up having to edit it. I do occasionally get interruptions from my parents and things like that, so I will cut those things out if they occur, but for the most part, I'm going to try and do it from start to finish without any cuts. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then come on then, Baba. He's just looking at me. He just keeps looking at me. He's not happy because he knows that makeup usually means I'm going out somewhere, which I am, and I am actually getting ready to go out. We are currently doing some maintenance on the caravan, and my dad needs some supplies, so me and Mum are going to pick those up. So yes, if you would like to see me get ready today, do a makeup look without any cuts, then please do. I think there is a seagull outside and it is making some very funny noises. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in seeing, then please do stick around. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more from me, subscribe if you haven't already. I would massively appreciate you spending some more time with me in the future. And without further ado, let's get some makeup on my face. Okay, so to try and speed things up a little bit, I have pulled out some products already. So the eyeshadow palette that I want to use today is the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Utopia palette. I haven't used this one yet. It is completely untouched. And I'm wearing a raspberry pink t-shirt. So I wanted to do something with the more like burgundy pinky tones. So I've got my palette out and I've also got my base products out. So primer, I'm really not going to be doing much in the way of priming because I have bought some skincare for rosacea and it is actually working. Touch wood, it seems to be doing the trick. So I don't really want to put too much on top of it. My skin is lovely and juicy and hydrated, so I'm just sort of going to leave it as is. But I am going to use my Revolution Line Fix Under Eye Primer, and I just put a little bit of this under my eyes. Okay, and then on to the base, I'm going to do a real concoction. So I want to go in with my Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. This is a matte full coverage foundation, and I only want to use a small amount of this just to help my makeup hold up throughout the day. But I'm going to thin it out and add some hydration with the Lacura Hydrating Tinted Moisturiser. This is SPF 30 with squalane and hyaluronic acid. I have mentioned in other videos that this is the lightest shade, but it is too dark for me, so mixing it with the Maybelline will just lighten the colour a bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a bronzy glow with my collection Filter Finish, and this one is the medium shade 3. So we're going to do, like I say, a bit of a concoction. And doing this uncut, you will see the chaos and the thought process, and the fact that I say in some of my videos that I am a mess. You'll see what I mean by that. I've mixed the two foundations on the back of my hand, and then with the Filter Finish I'm just going to put a couple of blobs, and then we'll mix the foundation concoction, and we'll just mix it all together on the skin. And I'm going to blend all that in with my damp sponge. And usually I would skip through this blending process, so do bear with me. And there we go. That really is a beautiful. Mix those three products together, really lovely, and not overboard on the coverage, which that Maybelline Superstay foundation is just a little bit too much for me coverage wise these days. I'm just going in with the ELF Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I'm only doing under my eyes today, because the coverage on the foundation is more than enough. Okay, and then just to add a little bit of brightness, I'm going to use the ELF Flawless Brightening Concealer, and I'm just going to use that here just to add a little lightness and brightness to that area. I am trying to be a little bit Speedy Gonzales because I am conscious that filming makes the getting ready process take a lot longer than usual, so I'm just trying to go at like my normal speed as if I wasn't filming. And after the other day, I am so paranoid about this mic. I have to keep checking to make sure that it's still on. So for cream bronzer, I'm going to use the Primark My Perfect Colour Moisturising Foundation and Contour Stick. I've got mine in the shade Chai, and this is super pigmented, so I don't want a huge amount of this. And my favourite brush for cream bronzer that I have here is this one from my BH Cosmetics set. And there we go. I'm just going to go around the edge with my foundation sponge just to help it all blend together. Okay, now for cream blush today, I think I'm going to go for, we'll go bright pink. So we'll go for the I Heart Revolution. This is one of the Tasty Watermelon blushes in the shade Glazed, and this is a beautiful hot pink. So I've only used a small amount, that's still probably too much, but I'm going to prime the brush with that on the back of my hand first before I go onto the cheeks. And I'm going to keep this fairly high on my cheeks and sort of take it up and over for like a blush draping moment. And then just to help that blend again, I'm going to go over with my sponge. There we go. Right, for setting my skin, I'm not going to do too much powder because of having a more matte foundation, but I do want to set certain areas. So I'm just going to spritz my skin with the I Heart Revolution Cranberry Fixing Spray. And then, whoops, for powder, we're going to go for, I'll go for a little bit of the e.l.f. Camo CC powder foundation. Mine is unfortunately too light for me. I've got mine in the shade 120N, and I think it was 150C that I should have got. And then I'm also going to use, for under my eyes, the Revolution translucent press powder. And I've had to throw away the brush that I usually use for my setting powder because it was falling apart and shedding and everything. So I'm going in first of all with the Revolution setting powder. And with this one, I'm just going to do the areas where I don't want much coverage. So like under my eyes, in between my brows, chin and around my mouth. And then for the powder foundation, I'm just going to take this where I want a little bit of extra coverage and staying power. And I have got a haul video coming soon. Mum and I went shopping the other day and I picked up some skincare for my rosacea and stuff, and I got a few bits of makeup, and then I did a very quick look in Primark. That is such a weakness store for me. So I went in there to meet Mum, and I ran through with my eyes shut, and just Mum picked up a couple of bits for me that I sort of couldn't help but see before I went out. And I thought I would do a little haul video. It's nothing major, but I just thought I'd show you a few bits that I got on our Welsh shopping day. And I also picked up some things on the day that we came away from Wolverhampton, so I bought them with me because we got them sort of on the way here, if that makes sense. So there is going to be a little haul video coming. The shopping ban is well and truly over. I've just realised that when I say that I'm on a shopping ban, I actually buy more than if I don't put any restrictions on myself. I think it's just a psychological thing for me. The idea of not being able to shop just triggers me off, and I end up buying a lot more than I would if I just didn't have a restriction on myself. So I'll share the few things that I got with you soon. I've also started to film my caravan makeup collection. I managed to figure out a way to rig up my camera so that I could do the like overhead shots. It is taking a what it's going to probably be in 2, possibly even 3 parts, because I'm sort of trying to give little reviews on the products. One of my lovely subscribers who said she'd be interested in seeing the collection did say that my little reviews are really helpful, especially with the more affordable products in the current climate. So I am trying to do like reviews as I go, so it's just taking a little bit longer than just going, here's this bronzer, here's this bronzer. You know, I'm trying to tell you what I like and why I like it. The bronzer that I just used is the Makeup Academy bronzed bronzing powder, and I've got mine in the shade Solar 100. I've got another one as well that's slightly darker and more red toned. We're gonna go on to brows now. And for brows today, I don't think I'm going to do the Honey Bear Brow Jam. I'm just going to run through with some of my e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Neutral Brown. There we go. That's enough for me today, I think. I like this because it has the fibres in it. Oh, no, look. That's me trying to get a decent angle so I'm not blocking the camera. Let me fix that. There we go. Problem solved. Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. Okay, and for eye primer today, I actually really enjoyed this one the other day, the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in the shade Magnetic Pull. And I think this will work really nicely with that Forever Flawless palette. And I'm really enjoying how my skin is looking so far. Okay. I think I will just give my skin one more spritz. Okay, and I did have a look for some brushes, some new makeup brushes, while I was out the other day, and I did find a couple from Primark, but I have actually found some incredible brush sets on Temu. Don't love shopping from Temu, I must admit, but they do have some great like beauty tools on there, like powder puffs and things like that. And I bought the dupe of the Hourglass brushes, the ones that are like double-ended. They are so good. They're so soft. I got a set for at home, and I've decided I'm just going to buy another set for here, and another one of their brush sets from the same company, just to keep here, because it's where I got like my fan from and things like that. I've been really impressed with them, and it's so much cheaper buying them from there, like a whole brush set, than like I looked at the, because I like Real Techniques brushes, and I was looking at them, and I can buy a whole brush set from Temu that's excellent quality for what I would pay for one or two brushes from Real Techniques. So I understand people have some negative feelings towards Temu, and believe me, I get it. But the things that I've had from there, I've been really impressed with. Like, I've got my hair bands from there and stuff, and I've been super impressed. So it saves me money as well at the end of the day, for something that I don't use like all year round, that's, you know, going to be left here. And already I've had my brushes are becoming damaged in this environment, so I don't really want to spend like 50 quid on some new brushes when I could get a set for like a tenner off Temu that I know are excellent quality. So I'm starting off the eye look using this shade here. It's like a rosy toned light brown, and I'm just throwing that through my crease. And I must say that I do really highly rate these Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless palettes. They're such good quality. Unfortunately, they're usually limited edition, but the ones I have, I really enjoy. I really like the quality of them. Okay, now I'm just going to add a little bit of depth. I'm going to go in with this shade here, Bohemian, this like deeper burgundy, and I'm going to go in with this brush rather than this dense blending brush, because I think this is going to be quite pigmented. And I'm just going to, I always do the same process with eyeshadow. It's what I've done for years and years, and it works for me. It works for my eye shape, and it's something that I can do relatively quickly. That's a pretty colour. Just deepen that a little bit. and I'm going to take that same shade on my lower lash line. Lovely. And I'm just going to repeat the same on the other eye. I really struggle talking when I'm doing eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm really happy with those shades. I haven't got my ring light on today, so I hope this lighting is okay. Okay, and I just want to add a little bit of depth along the lash line. So I think I'm actually going to go for this shimmer here in the shade Glimpse and just put that along my upper lash line. That's a pretty colour. That's really pretty. Okay, Diet Coke break. Okay, and now for a shimmer. Usually I would put these on with my finger, but fancy using a brush today. I think I'm going to go for this one here in the shade Enamor. It's like one of the marbled shimmers, and I'm just going to put that across my lid. That is also a very pretty shade. I don't often play with these kinds of colours, but because my eyes are green, they are a colour that does really complement my eyes. But warm browns are just my favourite and the things that I tend to go for the most. And then I'm just going to re-intensify that darker purple shimmer along the lash line. Okay, and that I think is all I'm going. I think I'll just put a bit of something in the inner corner. We'll go for this lightest shimmer shade here called Idyllic, and I'll just put that on the inner corner. Ooh, that's nice and bright. It does have like a purpley shift to it as well, which is really pretty. And then, just in case I've got any fallout, it doesn't look like I have, but I'm just gonna go in with my powder brush underneath my eye. And what I'm going to do for liner today is actually white. I think white will look quite nice with this look. I'm not going to do any liner on my upper lash line today because I quite like that purple shimmer. Okay, and now for lashes, we're going to go for the 5D lash, but I'm going to put the Primark dupe of the Sky High on my bottom lashes, just to eliminate transfer, because that 5D lash does smudge on me on my bottom lashes. It's a lovely mascara, but I have quite long bottom lashes and they touch my under eyes, and I always get transfer unless I use like a tubing mascara. Even waterproof will transfer on me. So let's go in with the lift and curl to begin. Lift and define, sorry. And I think this one is actually coming to the end of its life. It's starting to get a bit clumpy. But this one is very like defining. It gives that kind of like long wispy lash. Okay, and then I'm going to seal that and do my bottom lashes with the tubing mascara from Primark. Okay, that's my lashes and eyes completely done now. Let's finish the face. So for blush and highlight, for highlight today I'm going to go for the Revolution butterfly highlighter, and for blush we'll go for the shade Ballerina in the Revolution blusher Reloaded. So for the highlight I'm going to use this like angled brush, and this is quite a subtle highlighter, but it's enough for what I'm looking for. These days I don't love a blinding highlight. I do wear them occasionally, but I don't love them. And see, I've already blobbed under my eyes because my lashes are touching my cheek as I talk. And then for my blusher, I'm going to use this brush from Primark. This is a really good brush. Primark do some really great quality brushes, and I'm just going to go in with that. Okay, and now for this bit under my eye. Trick, if you've never heard it before, allow your mascara to dry and then scrape it off with a clean spoolie. It works a treat. Okay, and now for lips. I'm not sure what I want to do on my lips today. I've just got some lip oil on at the moment. I actually bought from Boots when I was in Boots the other day a couple of Revlon lipsticks. Now I have quite a few Revlon lipsticks that I've bought this year and I absolutely love them. And two of the shades that I picked up that have been sold out when I've tried getting them before is the shade Whiskey Business and Daylight Delight. And I want to use Daylight Delight today. And I'm actually going to use my Melt lip liner in the shade Foxy, which is a cool toned brown. That desperately needs sharpening. It's a bit scratchy. Okay, and now let's try this lipstick. It's just a light warm toned nude, and I love the formula of these Revlon lipsticks. Oh, it's still on. I thought it had gone off. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and I'm actually going to just leave my hair natural today and put a normal headband in rather than this makeup headband. But that is my look complete. I hope you enjoyed this video with no cuts. Obviously it's going to be a little bit longer, but then my videos usually are on the longer side because I can't shut up. But that's me all done. I'm going to get dressed now and get some jewellery on and get ready to go out. So thank you so much for joining me today and for sticking with me through this no cuts shambolic episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked seeing the more real side of things. That's something that I always try and be, is completely real, and this with no cuts, no edits is as real as it can be. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye lovely.